So I want to have the chat room open so that
Yes.
everyone. Oh, I was going to put some.
Okay, just give me the go sign and I'll let people in. I'm gonna let them all in at the same time, and I'll keep putting this thing in the chat.
Okay, you can go. You can let people in.
Here we go.
You can see. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. We'll give maybe a minute or two for people to join in. Let's see. Oh, hi, Michael. We're working on Instagram Live and Zoom at the same time, so this is going to be interesting. How's everyone doing? So, a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to have the chat message open the whole time. So, if you have any comments, any requests, any questions, feel free to just type in there, and we'll keep checking back in. Okay. Right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenny, and I'm the designer of Knot. It's a women's and menswear brand that is based in New York City. And I'm here today with the lovely Marcia, and she is a personal stylist and image consultant, and super happy to have her with us today. So I'm going to have her introduce herself in a little bit, but we are here in my design studio in Manhattan, and we're here virtually. This is the second remote open studio that I've done since March. Okay. And usually I have these quarterly open studios in person where people can come by and see new styles and try things on, and it's this very intimate and fun experience. But since the lockdown in March, I decided to kind of move it online and be able to still have it, and it's been really nice to have people be able to join from all around the world who normally might not be able to make it here. So that's the plus to it. And Marcia here, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. So I'm Marcia Crivera. I'm Brazilian. I live in New York for 11 years now, and I am a personal stylist for 12 years. I love to work with clients to help them to feel confident, empowered through styling. And I also know Jenny for a long time from Flying Solo, and I really appreciate to work with emerging designers and have like special pieces that we know that we are not gonna find everywhere. So I have one shirt for her that everyone's asked me, where did you get this? Because it's really special. So what I'm going to do today is kind of translate her ideas to our wardrobe. So all the pieces, we are gonna show a little bit how to wear, which color, let's say I would do the shoes, the bag, and of course, please ask questions.
Yes, please ask questions in the chat box, which we'll have open the whole time, so that we can have it be as interactive as possible, as if you're here with us. So I just wanted to say a few things about the brand, for those of you who are not familiar with Knot. It's all produced locally in the garment district, and all of the development of the designs happens in the studio here So that's the designing, the pattern making, the draping, and even all the cutting for production. And I also love to work one-on-one with clients and do custom, little customizations. And I also love working with performing artists to do custom performance wear for the stage. So you'll see elements of that in the clothing where, I'm really interested in movement and interactivity and rethinking function in a really creative and playful way. So today we're going to show you some of the new styles that I've been developing over the last few months, and I'll try on some of the pieces and Marshall will try on some other ones. And I've included a link in the chat. I hope that everybody can hear us okay. There's a link in there that has most of the styles that we'll be showing today so that you can reference that.
Okay, Sarah is saying that she's not hearing well. Can you hear us, Sarah? Okay.
Yay! Okay, so I thought, why don't we start with the pieces that we have on?
I think it's good.
Do you want to, you can go first.
Yes. So I'm wearing this shirt, which is very cool. And
this is the Split Dolman top.
Yes, it has just this, I would say, cut here.
A little. Which
I was telling her, usually women don't have anything against our shoulders. Usually we like to show a little bit of our shoulders, so it's like a little bit of sexy without being too much. Mm-hmm. And when people ask me, oh, I put some weight during quarantine, I did too, how can I camouflage my stomach area? Just take the attention off what you don't like. Bring
distraction.
It here. If you're looking at me, the first thing you are going to see is this and my face. You are not going to pay attention what's going on here. So it's really a style that works for everyone, every age, and it's very easy to style. This one is black, and I'm wearing navy pants, which I love this combination. It's a dark navy. It's modern. You don't need to do all black. I would wear also with camel, with gray pants, with denim. Let's say it's very easy. I just don't love black with very bright colors because the more it gets even more brighter. Mm-hmm. So I prefer with it's
like adjacent colors.
Yes, exactly. But the cut, I think it's phenomenal for everyone that wants something just with a little bit of twist.
Yeah, this is a jersey. It's really soft. You can come a little closer.
Bit here, so you can see from here.
It's called the Split Dolman top because it's a dolman sleeve, so it's all in one from the body to the arm, which means it's a little bit more relaxed, and it's sort of a 3/4 sleeve top.
Mm-hmm. Can you show this?
Yeah.
Okay. Jenny made this one in navy and black, which I think it's very cool and very easy to match with other colors. The same way, see?
And I also have a new version that is white with print. And I want to tell you a little bit about this print. This is an original print that I developed in-house. I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer so you can see it. So this is from photographs that I took of the landscape in New Mexico, which I visited in the beginning of this year. And would you mind grabbing the photos that are in collage? I was just absolutely in love with the landscape and the colors, and there were these orange brushes by the water and the sunsets. And so I took a lot of photos in the moving car as well, so they would sort of be captured in motion. And I created this, for example, this collage of the photographs of the landscapes and was also really inspired by strip quilting and strip textile techniques from West Africa, and as well from the States, from the South. And that was where this print was created. Here's sort of an example cutout of it. And I think, especially working on this print over the last few months, it was really interesting to, be thinking about, both containment and infinity, which is what these strip textiles made me feel, that they were using a very geometric shape in a very sort of repetitive process, and yet it was able to create this sense of openness. And that's what I really wanted to explore with this print and with the designs that I developed.
And also, I think it's very interesting when you are wearing such a meaningful piece that the print has a story. I think it makes everything like much more interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you have, it's not a print that you find everywhere. It's just there is something that was created and it's really special.
I'm actually going to put this one on for you to see, and I'll let you hold down the fort for a few seconds. while I put this on.
Okay. So, do you have any question? Yes, she's very talented. We met at Flying Solo, which is the store that has many emerging designers at Soho. I met her like 3 years ago, I think. Hello, everyone.
I'm back.
Are you now her coolest model? I don't know.
Yes. So this is the dress on. So as you can see, it has that same style that she's wearing here. Kind of comes off the shoulder, and the print is a little bit offset as well.
So tell them which color could you make this dress?
Yes, so this piece can also be, this as a dress, longer dress version, can also be done in the all black or in a solid colorway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if white or if the print isn't right for you, but you want the style, but you want it longer, that can also be done.
Yeah.
So that, and it's all white in the back.
And also navy and black? Would you do navy and black?
Yes, I can do navy and black
I think
too.
that the dress with navy and black would be very nice.
Yeah. I think people often ask me if they can put the two together.
Yeah.
But I think,
Me too.
seeing this, and
Yeah.
I've worn this several times, I've really
Yeah.
loved having that little contrast.
Yes, as I told you, my pants are navy blue. So it's the same. You don't need to be worried of wearing these two together.
Where would I go with this dress? This is what Mary Ellen asked.
This dress, I would go anywhere.
I'm biased, right? Because whenever people ask me that, I always say, I would go anywhere. I go to the grocery store.
She's the creative one. I would do with just flats for now.
Yeah, I'm just wearing,
yeah.
I can't really see, but I'm just wearing flats right now.
I'm barefoot.
With it. It's just barefoot.
Yes. I would do with tennis shoes. With a cool,
Oh, I like that.
cool
Yeah.
pair of like cool tennis shoes.
Or even with like ankle socks.
Yes, I would do with flats, and I also would do with some like sandals, sweat sandals, and when it gets cooler. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have anything against wearing white when it gets cooler. Okay, no, any problem. Yes, no.
Cool.
No.
Well, let's talk about, I was just wearing the black version earlier, but
Okay.
this is the dappled top, which you also see in the link.
Yeah.
This is mesh, And I love this piece. I pretty much live in this in the summer because it's so lightweight, and it is also machine washable, or you can wash it by hand and it dries really quickly. Ooh. Live commentary. And I also love it because it doesn't really wrinkle. So it's one of the pieces, like when I'm traveling, I'll always grab this top, and it bundles up really small, and then it's just ready to go.
Yeah, and remember, we all will be traveling soon. Hopefully. And also I think it's good for layering since it's very thin. I was thinking about doing this with turtleneck when it gets cooler. I think it's very interesting. I would say a camel color. I would even do this, a turtleneck under, with this, which is a red and then the navy. So I would do like a triadic combination because this is yellowish. I think it's interesting. But this is just an idea that you can really wear this in different ways.
Yeah. Do you want to try this one on for us? Okay. So the red piece, you'll see it on the website in red and in black as well. And even with the black one that I was wearing earlier, it's kind of nice to pair it with, well, you saw I was wearing it with like a high waist pant. So even though it's a double layer on top and then sort of sheer from here, but when you have a high waisted pant, it actually is not, it's not, you don't see too much. But also you can wear it with a tank top underneath, so if you don't want to just have it be too sheer. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So this is...
So, not as quick as the model. So I love this, really, this cuts here in the back as well. But if you don't like, you can always do a cami under. And also just the turtleneck. Also, this diagonal line is very good to make the eyes do like this, and it's good if you want to elongate your figure. I think the length is okay for me. I'm not tall, I'm 5'3", so considering that you can see legs, it's good. It's not the ideal to cut your body in a half. Let's say longer shirt and pants. So it's always good to have something shorter, even if it's only one side. Okay?
I like that tip.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're both petite. We're both about 5. I'm 5'2"-ish.
I'm 5'3". 3.
Yeah. So it's good to learn that sometimes there's just really small little adjustments that will make pieces feel more proportional for our height and our size.
Yes. Yeah. And I do just earrings, and I think it will be fine with high waist pants, and I think it's really very cool.
Yeah, and I think, something that we really agree on is, wanting to make the most out of the pieces that you do purchase and that you own.
Yes.
And so for me, even though I have a piece that feels very summery and very lightweight, I may still want to wear it throughout the whole year. So what are ways that you can layer so that you can wear it for all seasons, different occasions, whether it's more casual or more dressed up.
Yes. I always tell my clients, unless it's a very important occasion, your sister is going to get married, everything you buy, you should think about different ways of wearing, different occasions, just changing the shoes, the accessories. If it's possible to be also not only for one season, and think about how you could carry, let's say, for months and months, even if you live here in New York.
Yeah,
I think this is very important. It's a way of having really curated wardrobe, and every piece you buy, you should think a lot in everything. We can make like more strategic shopping. Yeah. Because we don't think, we just, I like this, and we buy. We don't get the same.
Yeah. You talk about find pieces that will make a difference.
Yes,
your wardrobe.
totally. It's not more of the same.
Yeah.
You know.
So let me show this piece. This is the bat tank dress, and this is also as a tank as a top. It's both of these styles, both the top and the dress can be, you can choose from a cotton or a silk taffeta version. So with the cotton version, you could wear it every day, so it could be more casual, whereas this can be more dressed up. And as you can see, if you remember from the photographs, there's the contrast between the orange and the blue, so those are the main colors in my new styles. I'm going to put this one on for you, and if you want to talk a little bit about color and the type of color assessment that you do, it's just really fun.
So one of the things I do for my clients, it's part of my service, is the color analysis. For many of you, could seem like a very dated thing, but actually, when you are looking to have a really good wardrobe, it's good to understand how the colors work. First of all, understand which colors look better for our complexion, because I know that everyone here at least once went to a store and bought something that they thought, oh, I don't have this color, it looks so beautiful. Then you take home, and every time you try to wear, you give up because you think it didn't work. And so understanding a little bit about colors and also combination, it helps us to have a wardrobe that really we can multiply, we can wear in different ways. So it's not dated unless you do the color analysis with someone that does in an old-fashioned way. I really explain how we can really work well with the combinations and also makeup and everything.
Yeah, she has some, if you check out her Instagram and website, she puts together these amazing combinations. So if you're ever looking for inspiration, definitely check that out.
And I love to say that I'm not a blogger. I'm wearing things that I have for a long time. Let's see, these pants I have, I don't know, maybe 5 years, 6 years. I don't know for how long I have that shirt.
Yeah.
At least 3 years.
At least 3 years.
Yeah, and I still love it. I make it work.
Yeah, they're meant to be timeless.
Yes.
So this is the bat tank dress. As you can see, this is the detail up here. And otherwise, it's a very minimal, simple, and A-line shape. It's the back. And this is a silk taffeta. And the really fun detail to this dress is that there's actually a hidden magnet in the facing so that you can put on a detachable bow. So this is removable by magnet, and you can actually take the magnet out so you can dry clean it and there isn't any problem. So, oh, we have some nice questions.
So fun, yes.
This is actually good for a big. This is good for a big booty.
So what I would wear? You have this dress you would wear for a wedding, I think, for a party. It's gonna be really interesting. But if you remove, you can just go to a dinner, something more casual, or even you can do a smaller one.
This is a smaller one.
The smaller one. Yes, or the big one.
And you can also purchase additional bows. So for the people who really want to go crazy, and that comes with its own set of magnets. So you could add another one up on the shoulder, or on the back, or you could get 20 and just fill the whole thing into a big bow puff. Small one, the small ones.
Yeah, I also like this detail here, which you have in this shirt as well. I think it's always good to have cami like this. So this is it's different from the ones we see.
Yeah, so for me, like even the really simple, even the staple pieces that you really should have and can wear all the time, I want there to be something special about it, something
Yes.
unique about it. That makes it feel like you, makes it feel like you're expressing some of your own personality. Let's move over to the other direction and we'll try on a few other pieces.
Okay.
Okay. Can you dance with a magnet? Yes, it's a very strong magnet, so you can definitely rock out with it and it's not going anywhere.
You could say that you can make this dress in a different color as well, no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you think orange is not the best color for you, she could do in a different color. We don't think it's gonna be nice. And the same fabric, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ooh.
This?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll talk about this. Marsha's gonna put
Yes.
that one on. I'm gonna show this dress. Well, let me show you this one. Okay. This is the long frame dress. I'm gonna go back here to show you. So this style as well is also available in the cotton version that's matte, or this more fancy shiny version. And this one has a sort of double layer and an opening here where you would see a leg, and has sort of a simple top here. And again, these could be done in a different color as well. And I think that's what's really nice about having the studio here. I also want to add that anybody who wants to make an appointment can send me an email, send a message to come by for your own private appointment if you want to talk about colors or fits and try on different pieces. You're definitely welcome. And this is, which I'll also show this one for you. This is the short frame dress. So it's a variation on the long one, but it's got a little bit more of a draping detail here on the side. Very asymmetric.
Sylvia is gonna love this one. Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on, but
Okay.
talk a little bit about that one too.
So, can you see this one? This has a different fabric from the the black one. This is a thicker fabric.
Yeah, this is it's a Ponte knit, so it's quite a stiff knit, which means that it can really hold your form, and it's really soft and comfortable at the same time.
Yeah, and you can see the sleeves here that has this detail here, which I think is very cool. And yeah,
360.
okay. I would wear this with this light blue. Some people get a little bit worried if it's a difficult color to match with others, but no. I would do with navy blue, I would do with burgundy, with gray, like dark gray, with chocolate brown. It's very beautiful. So it's actually a very easy color to match, and it doesn't have too much volume, just a little bit here, so it's easy to add a coat. Also, I talked with Jenny. For me, I just folded here a little bit. It's a bit longer, as I told you about proportion. See, this is too long for me. It would be almost the same size of the pants, and it doesn't look good. We should never cut our body in a half because it doesn't look good for our eyes. So for me, it should be a little bit shorter. Then you can see more legs. You can see even more waist here. So this would be the good length for me. But Jenny said she can cut exactly the good length for you. So this would be the good one for me. I would also wear this with skirts and boots. in the fall,
Ooh, should we show
which is around the corner.
believe it or not, the
Yes,
maroon.
and I would love, I have at home, those are from Janie's, burgundy boots. I think it would be very cool. Remember I said this color looks very good with burgundy. If you don't have burgundy, it could be brown, gray, even black. If you don't have a burgundy, you can also do black and do a burgundy back,
Yeah.
which would be very nice. And earrings, because here you don't need a necklace. It's too much going on here. And it's the same. The attention, this is going to be the focal point of your look, and the attention is going to be to your face. It's what we want.
Yes. I love that piece on her. It looks so good. So this is the short frame dress. Be a little dark, so hopefully you can see the detail. So this is in the cotton.
She loved it. I told Sylvia, this one's for you. Even the color, I like better for her. And if someone needs a little bit longer, you could do as well.
Yeah.
No? Because it depends. I like the way it is, but if the person is much taller than you, could be too
Right.
short, you can do a little bit longer, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what is really nice about having my studio here, as I said, and having people be able to come by. You can try pieces on beforehand. We can see what length it needs to be, and it's always possible to customize.
Yes. And this dress, I would say she could wear with a simple sandals and going to have dinner, and she could do heels and big earrings, a clutch, and go to a party.
Yeah. And did you talk a little bit about accents of color? Something like this, like if I wanted to.
Yes.
What I would
So
choose.
since this is a navy blue, if you can play a little bit, this is the color wheel, if you don't know. Let me come to here. I like this one because you can, for example, you can come here and see the color you're wearing, and you put here, and then you can grab and do the combinations. See? Okay. So, she's wearing navy blue, which is here, see? So, there are many possibilities here. She could go to the neighbors and do a beautiful green earrings.
Oh, that would be really pretty.
I
emerald?
love,
Yeah.
yes, emerald, or even, not real, but it would be very nice. She could go to the other side and do something purple. It would be very interesting. When I talk about not only earrings, but also the clutch, maybe the shoes, okay? Or she could
Or
go...
makeup.
Or
right?
makeup, yes. So that's why I say color combination, it depends on your style. Everyone can do it. It just depends on your style. So, and the opposite in the color wheel is the orange. But it doesn't need to be real orange like the dress could be. Looks very nice. She could have a clutch this color.
Yep, I love this.
Yeah, just a clutch. But also could be a terracotta, a rusty color, or something. Can I show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The jacket.
This jacket, this is the same fabric as my shirt.
Yeah, they all.
So this is not exactly the orange, as you know, we know orange, but it's a rusty color, which looks very good with navy. So she could have earrings, a lipstick, a nail polish, everything counts as color combination.
And I think for me also, I'm really focused on the surface quality and the texture of fabrics and how those can be juxtaposed. So a lot of times, pairing something that's lighter, something that might be semi-sheer, with something that has a harder surface, or you could play with like leather with knit, or mesh with something shinier. Like I find it to be really fun to play with those like juxtapositions of material
Yes,
texture.
and especially if you are wearing the same color head to toe, it's good to play with textures.
Or
Let's say-
shine versus
Yes,
matte.
let's say wool and leather, silk and something that's completely the opposite. So this makes much more interesting.
Yeah.
This fabric, by the way, it's very easy than the maintenance. You can do just a steamer and it looks perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is actually a really fun fabric because it kind of looks like leather, but it's a cotton and poly blend. It's chintz, so it's got this shine to it, which can be, you know, just a nice accent.
It looks like it's elevated, not a regular cotton. No?
Yeah.
And also you can show the shape in the back. There is a little bit of volume. I personally would wear this with pants.
Something more
slim,
slim. Yeah.
not exactly skinny, but something without volume. For example, this one I have now, it has some volume. I would do with something more fitted instead of skirts. So it means that even if you have a different style, you can wear. You just need to think about how
to balance it.
Yes, how to balance. I would totally do this, but not with skirt. I would do with pants. But for me, it looks very nice on her. Yes, it's true.
Why don't we? Do you want to
Yes.
put that on over your
Yes,
top
we
right
can
now?
do.
Okay.
So, I don't know when it was, maybe 2 years ago, I did a video on Instagram wearing this piece and people got crazy. People called me from Brazil because they asked one. So, it's a simple piece that you can actually wear in 2 different ways. Just like this. Which I would do over a simple t-shirt, denim pants, and boots. Let's say for September, October, I think it would be nice. And you also, let's see if I still remember.
Yeah.
Oops. Never do big earrings with with
Put it on afterwards.
Scarf. You could like this, which I think it's.
And I like the back too. The back has this crisscross design.
I would do this just to go
Just
out
simple,
a little bit,
yeah.
just with a simple t-shirt and denim. I would do to stay at home and look nice. You know, we don't want to be in pajamas all day, even if we are working from home. I would do a Zoom call in December like this.
Yeah. I mean, speaking
No.
of Zoom calls, I
Yes.
feel like a lot of my designs, I really love to focus on the upper part of
Yes.
the body and the neckline and having something, you know, really special up here. And incidentally, that's been very helpful for all the Zoom calls that we're on.
Yes,
These
you're
days.
right. Help me here. Thank you. Okay. Yes, even this blue one, I mean, unless you have a very formal dress code,
This could be a work. I think,
yes,
like
it
office.
depends. For
Depends
example,
where you
for
work.
me, if I had a Zoom call, I could do this because I work with fashion. So everything that we show at a Zoom call is from chest up. So it needs to have something here, some detail or a necklace, or not a long necklace because it's gonna show just like this. It gets very strange because you don't see where it ends. And earrings, not as big as mine because they move and they can be distracting and it's not good for the
Audio will pick it up.
You don't want anyone like this. But this detail would be very nice if it's nothing too formal. I think it would be very interesting. I really like this top, Jamie.
I love it on you. We have a question. Do you do virtual appointments? Yes. Thank you for asking us to,
Yes,
to
I
remind
do.
everyone that. Yes. yeah, you've been also, she can do it in 3 different languages,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
impressive.
I do in Portuguese, of course, and Brazilian, and I do in Spanish as well. Yo hablo español.
Yes.
Yo vivo in Mexico, in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and you can also go to work
Yes.
with people in their homes as well.
Yes. I do color analysis. It's the only thing that really needs to be in person because when you see something like you are seeing now, you cannot see exactly the color of the blue.
Yeah.
So the color analysis test needs to be in person. But I do wardrobe consultation, I do the style assessment, and body type, everything I can do virtually.
Yes, and I'm also open for appointments. The studio is located on the Upper West Side next to Lincoln Center. So you can always send an email to me. And another thing I was going to say was about how Knot is operating. Over about 1.5 years ago, I stopped doing seasonal collections twice a year. And now I release pieces on an organic basis. So for example, all the styles that I just have been showing you tonight, I have released some of them already over the last few months. So the best way to hear about the releases is to follow on social media or to join the email newsletter.
I would say that she was a visionary because probably you know how fashion is suffering nowadays. And one of the things people start doing, and Alessandro Michele from Gucci, he said he's not gonna do the seasons anymore because it got so, the designers got so overwhelmed with, I need to do another collection and another collection. And actually, they need to think differently because they need to be creative and they need the mind to be in the mood. And also, we don't need to, oh, it's summer, we need to buy a different thing. Oh, it's, you know, it's I think it's a shift of mindset that we professionals, we as a consumers, and also the designers. And I think we are gonna, soon we are gonna be hearing from what's going to happen. Many designs are not going to show in this fashion week. And this is not a COVID thing. It was happening already. The COVID just exploded. No, it made it happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of independent designer brands and even larger brands around me have been, I think, slowly transitioning into this kind of model the last few years. And for me, I think it's been really rewarding to be able to focus more on the pieces that people really respond to and to focus on expanding my fit and sizing. And also, since I introduced menswear about 2 years ago, you know, really being able to kind of bounce between women's and men's styles that are being released, and that's also been really nice for me. We have about 15 minutes left, and if anybody has any more styles they'd like to see from that link, or any questions that you have for myself or for Marcia. Oh, the trench coat. Now is the time. Okay.
I also like this piece here. It's like, how do you call this, a mesh?
This is a mesh, yeah.
Yes. So you can do as a shirt, but also add something under when it gets cooler. So it's another way, and this is very easy to wash.
Yes. Yeah, this is also one of the pieces that you can throw in the wash, in the dryer. You can scrunch it up when you're traveling. So another piece that I've been wearing for years.
This would look nice at a Zoom call.
Yes.
And also this one that has the tail here.
Oh yeah,
another thing, it's just, and you grab attention to the shoulder area, which I think is good.
So it's a layering piece or a lightweight jacket. It has all raw seams and a little sort of pops open at the shoulder here. So I have like this style and also want to cover their arms, this is also a
Yeah.
beautiful layering piece. That is just sleeves, but it's sleeves with something a little extra.
Yeah, it's something that I hear a lot. I don't like to wear sleeveless tops. I like to cover my arms, so this would be interesting thing.
Yeah. So in this piece, it's just called a detached sleeve shawl. Comes in 8 different, you can choose from 8 different colorways here. So as you can see, it has a really beautiful movement when you walk, and can kind of transform the piece that you have on. And let me show this trench coat. So this one, it's going to be a little big on me because this is the men's size. But this is the Revolve trench. It is kind of a deconstructed trench. It's made up of 4 different layers, and the fabric is a really gorgeous. Try to, so you can see it. Sort of an ombre stripe from beige to blue, and show you how this is on. Again, very, very big on me, but sometimes I like that oversized look. So because there's all these separate layers, you can actually belt it in different ways. So the way I have it right now, it's belted underneath. So if I just tie it here, you can see that I have a bit of a cape in the back. That's open. So I always love to think about seeing the several layers of clothes that you have on underneath. They kind of add onto each other instead of sort of hiding or covering.
Okay. I
what's
think
underneath.
this would be very chic over a dress. With this and the movement when you walk a little bit. See, I like the movement. Yeah, over a dress. Yeah, I like it.
This piece will be on the runway
Oh, yeah?
in a week and a half. Yeah. But this can also be, this fabric weight is also available for the women's size.
And then you can, the belt can go up
Go
here
over
if
it.
you want.
Yes, you can belt
Yeah.
the whole thing as well. Is the runway live this year? Well, I think that a lot of brands are doing runways, and I'm not sure exactly how. And I think there are a lot of designers who are doing virtual runways and coming up with some very technologically savvy ways of showing their collections. Flying Solo, which is the store in Soho that my collection is available at, we do a store-wide runway show every season, and this time we are going to be doing it on a rooftop in Soho, and it's going to be spread out throughout the whole day instead of what it usually is, which is like an hour for Flying Solo. I was going to say 30 minutes, but not Flying Solo, but hour-long show. But this time it's going to be spread out throughout the day with about 5 collections being shown at a time. So yeah, it'll be fun to experiment with this new format.
Yes.
Any other questions? Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
This has been really fun. I hope the lighting isn't too scary. See what I can do. Okay. Great. Oh, everybody loves you. Poor sound quality. Wi-Fi earphone for the next show. That's a good suggestion. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to do more of these virtual showroom visits in the near future.
Yes, I hope you had fun and you got some ideas.
And learn some new things.
Yes, I would suggest you to go to your wardrobe and try to do a different color combination and keep dreaming with Jenny pieces. Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.